Well, hey everybody, welcome back. We're still trying to put a Moto Iron Springer on this here bike, and we're making wheels fit. This wheel, no fitty. I was kind of a dumbass, and I didn't realize that was a rear hub because I ain't bright. So I went and grabbed the right wheel off of that front end that I just was lucky enough to have out in the parts shed. So before we can put said wheel on this beautiful old shovel head, we need to make sure this fucker's going to go down the road, right? We got to do bearings. There's some maintenance and shit that needs to be done. This tire is shot. It's probably older than me. Not even going to bother checking the dates. I know it's been in my shed for about 10 years. So, fuck it. Don't want it. But everything else will work, and it's not going to hurt anything sitting on there while we mount everything up. But I went ahead and beat the bearings out. But I wanted to show you guys, because we're going over this like we're fucking retards, right? So we're going to go from the middle to nothing. That was just a random ass washer. So, inside your wheel, right here, we have your inner bearing race sits. This is the old one. Then your bearing, tapered neck bearing, or tapered bearing, like what we put in the neck in the last video before. I don't know. And then you have like a dust shield that kind of goes on top of that. That's not bad, right? So I don't even know how old this thing is. It's off of a shovel head from 1970 something. This fuck parts bike, right? So I pulled this thing out. This might not be the bad one. Ah, here it is. And you always want to look at these. And I don't know how well you can tell. Here we go. But there's rust buildup. Like these are, that's metal, that's rocks, this bearing's fucked. This bearing race, while still in good condition, you can see it has some rust and stuff in it. Everything is real well greased, but we're not going to fuck with that. We're going to replace everything. And what we're going to use to replace everything, I hope you guys don't mind my dirty ass hands in this, it's going to be hard to stay clean, is I use all balls. JP Cycles, whatever. There's better out there. These are like $10, and you got your fucking wheel bearings and your dust shields, and everything works, and you know, we're good to go. But I did kind of skip taking these out, because you guys would have just watched me beat this wheel for about 30 minutes and scream and cuss, right? So you get the wheel off of the bike. We're putting a Springer on, so I'm guessing you figured out how to set your ratchet to lefty-loosey. So what you have in there is you have bearing, this fucker, and then your other bearing. So you take a little screwdriver, reach in, your seal's going to be right here, right? Take a screwdriver, reach in, pop your seal out. This usually just pulls out. It might be held in with some grease, no biggie. And then you're just going to have this sitting in there. Notice this slides through. So you could stick your finger way the fuck down in there and it's going to get caught, and then pull it out. And then this is kind of what your axle sits in, and your race is kind of butt up against it. Man, this even has rocks and shit on it. And that's what gets us, keeps everything spaced right. So your dust shields are can be reused. Any decent wheel bearing is going to come with new ones. But if this spring pops out, which goes in here, trash. So, and then to get these races out, they're not like pressed in, but you got to beat the piss out of them. So I just grabbed my cheapest little extension set and my biggest smacky hammer. Stick it in. You can kind of feel the lip, and then 1, 2, 3. Flop it over the other side. 1, 2, 3. Turn it 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3. Go 180 degrees. 1, 2, 3. Right? I guess you couldn't see me swinging the hammer, but I was swinging the hammer. So you got the race in here like this. You can catch this lip, smack it a couple times, come over, catch this lip, come over, catch this lip, come over, catch this lip. And it's a bitch. I mean, it's probably going to take some muscle and some thwacking, but you can do it. Oh, it's not too awful bad. Takes out a little frustration anyways. Let's see. and then you want to clean everything off. The only thing that we're reusing is this beautiful son of a bitch. So let me find a rag that's already trashed. Here's one. I don't even know what's on this paint. And we'll get it cleaned off. And I'll hit it with some brake cleaner and we'll grease everything back up. Beautiful, beautiful. Hope you guys like watching me clean stuff. That's 90% working on old bikes. Clean the old part off, put it back. And then we look through it, make sure there's no shit. Of course there's shit. So grab whatever the fuck you can. Random drill bit I have on the workbench for no real reason. Pull that stuff out. Like, see, there's rocks in there. This wheel, or this bike, it sat in a groundhog hole for a couple of years, so we get shit like that sometimes. Alright. So that's clean. That's nice. Now, fuck, my battery's at 15%, so quick video! Nah, I think we can make it, guys. We're gonna open these up. And the way you know this is a legit company, stickers. If not instructions. Brand new shiny clean dust shields. Bearings and a race. Of course, I'm out here tonight because I just couldn't fucking sleep, so I'm out here in my pajamas. I don't have a pocket knife on me to open stuff up super quick and cool. Alright, so we're going to take our bearing, keep it in its wrapper, and I'm going to just put it back in there for now, because the race is what we need to set. So, the way that your bearing goes, let me grab the shitty ones. This is a tapered bearing, so it's small here and tall there, similar to the neck. This is also tapered, right? See that? So if you look at your bearing at your thin side, or your race, thin side, thick side. Thick sides go towards the middle of the hub. All right. So, on these new ones, your thick side's gonna have a number. At least this one does. I don't fucking know if the next one will. We'll look. That's nice and shiny, right? Now, is there shit in here? That's not too bad. Already kind of cleaned the chunks out of this. So. There's an O-ring. And this will drop right in. Kidding. Whoopsies. 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 Kind of get her started. Can you guys see what I'm about to do? Yeah. Nice and easy. Now I gotta find a socket. There we go. Are these 1.5 inches? No. With 1 3/8 inches. See how this socket goes on the inside? You could beat it in with that, but you're gonna fuck your race up. We won't want to do that. Inch and 1/8. Hey, 1.25 inches it is, guys. Now, the right way to do this would be to just use a press. but you're watching this video, so you probably don't have it pressed, do you? Which is fine. Did you hear that change in tone where it went to like a real high pitch, kind of like, I'm gonna smack my vise over here. That higher pitch, that's when you know you're bottomed out, and then you can stick your hand in there, say, fuck yeah, I'm bottomed out. And if you're not real sure, you can give it 1 or 2 more love taps. Don't be killing anything. So that race is in. Cool. So now we're gonna do the other side. And in case you guys don't know, this is called a no bounce hammer. It's broken, but it's just plastic filled with like sand. If you're new to this, you're not, not a professional mechanic, might not know that. It's handy to know. They're good to have because I'll show you real quick over here on the vise. If I take this one, you see that? See? No bounce. All your energy gets transferred. But sometimes you need that extra little bit of energy that the big fucking hammer has. Like what we need to get this thing seated and to get them to come out easier. I just had my fucking race and I went to show you guys that cool trick and I lost it. Here it is. That orange one actually is a Harbor Freight one. And it's lasted me for fucking years. And they're like, I don't know, cheap. So let's look at this one here. This is our other race. So thin side, thick side, serial number. Cool. All right, so we know thick side down. And we want to make sure there's a little bit of grease in there. Oh. We want to make sure we get that grease out. All right. No rocks. Cool. So thick side going in, tapered side coming out. No bounce hammer right here. And the reason I put no bounce over this is it holds the whole fucking thing down. I can get a good whack, and then the whole thing starts. And give it a couple more love taps to get her started. And get her 1.25 inches on there. Okay, so this is tapered a little bit. I get this side in a little more than this one, so I'm just going to take our socket, hold it over here, give it a whack, move it a little bit, give it a whack, bring it over here, give it a whack. See, I'm not fucking the race up, I'm hitting this outer edge. And if you look, we're not messing the outer edge up any either. Like, I just smacked the shit out of that. See, there's no damage. There's a little bit of scratch here, but no dents. Nothing's rubbing, nothing's catching. So we're going to go ahead and send her home, all right? This one's not being as nice. Oh, I know why. I don't have anything balancing on the bottom. Another trick, if you stick some 2x4s or some shit under here, something that your wheel can set on, your wheel hub down here at the bottom, it's going to be a lot easier, because right now I'm balancing this on like a 2-inch pipe while I'm trying to beat the piss out of this and get her in there. She'll go. I will give it no choice. is a tight ass fit. But it's going. Man. See how much of an issue this is giving me putting it in? Now imagine all the shit I went through getting these fucking old ones out. And I'm holding the hammer up like this because my hands are greasy. Last thing I want to do is smack myself in the hand with a 4-pound hammer. Got another 1/4 inch or so to go. We're in there. Told you she'd go. Sorry you had to watch me beat on that. We're at 15 fucking minutes on this video. Alright, we'll be finished up real quick. So, we went over how to pack bearings in the last one. You got to do it again. But I'm going to put them in dry for this because it's going to be assembled and... assembled and disassembled a bunch. At least the bearings are going to come out a bunch. So we would put our bearing in that side. Greased bearing. And you put, this is just like packing the grease on your trailer. Red roller bearing grease. Trailer grease, trailer axle grease, whatever you want to call it. And then you take your seal. And your seal takes this edge and you have your outer edge. This is your outer edge. The thick side, the thin side's your inner edge. So you stick that over. And then same thing, you just love tap it. This you can grease up, won't hurt anything. And it'll slide right in that hole. In fact, I'm going to put the old one in. Ew, that's dirty as fuck. No, I ain't. We're going to pretend I have the... You just tap it in there a little bit, get it to stick. Pop it back out with the old screwdriver. There we go. That's enough. It'll hold our bearing in, and I can still pull it out. So, oh no, it's not holding the bearing in. So now we do the same thing on this side, right? But we have this. Now you notice we have. Bearing in, that didn't fall out, remember? The bearing's in on that side. So now we stick this in. And it's gonna sit. And you have your spot, right? And this is gonna run on the edge, the inner edge of the bearing is gonna come in and rest right here on this edge. I hope you guys can see. I should have checked it. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're going to just stick our bearing in after it's greased, and then we take our new axle or dust cover and we pop that on, and then guess what? We're all done, guys. After that, we can put it on the bike, which I'm not going to do tonight because it's like 11:30 and I have to work. And I need to get our spacers and shit figured out. But we're going on 20 minutes, so I will call this a video. I don't have any sponsors, and I think Lowbrow Customs fucked my order up because I ordered like $9 worth of bolts from them. Actually, I ordered these studs for the risers right here, And I got my $9 worth of fucking bolts and a banner. So, thanks. They have no fucking idea who I am, but they do. They are local to me here in Dayton, Ohio. So that's wheel bearings. They're real easy. Bearing. Tap your dust cover in. Maybe get angry. You know, this is all easier to do if you're pissed off. You really want to make sure that you don't fuck up the inside of these races. This is the right way to do this is on a press, okay? But if you're in your garage, here you go. We just did it in a fucking garage on a workbench with no press. And that's what I want to show you guys, all right? So I'll go ahead and get this uploaded, and then we'll come back. I'm on fucking night shift for like 7 or 8 days in a row. And then we'll get this fitted on the Springer. So appreciate it. We'll see you guys later.